This is the message to all Isiolo youth. I just came out of Bunge la Mwananchi here in Jacaranda, and I felt a very big pain, the way young people really are discussing issues affecting them on these grounds here. Lakini nyinyi juzi nasikia mulipelekwa Nanyuki, you are taken to Nanyuki, you are given some little money, yourselves. And here you are, the money is finished. You are purportedly saying you wrote a memorandum of understanding with the county government leadership of Governor Guyo. I want to advise you one thing, young people. Integrity is not for everyone. And if you think Governor Guyo is going to employ you, you must be a very big fool. This guy said he's going to build a rehabilitation center for Isiolo. Our youth are drug addicts. They are dying from ketamine. They are dying from miraa. Some of master's students are driving boda because they don't have jobs. So you think a whole governor calling you to Nanyuki to give you some 200,000 Kenya shillings will make your problems go away? You must be a very big joker. And this is very painful. This is the reason why watu wa Isiolo, some of us, we are afraid of that county. Some of us, we are listened more here in Nairobi than in our county. Because the problem with the voters in Isiolo, they can only listen to people who can give them handouts. They can never listen to some of us who are giving ideas here, who are giving things that matter to the people. They can never do that. They will always go for the people who lie to them, give them 1,000, give them 500 shillings, give them any amount of money that will make them shut up. I really wanted to comment about this, but I've just avoided myself. But today I could not. Because of what I've seen here in Bunge la Mwananchi, the way young people are agitated, the way they are speaking for the issues affecting them, and the Isiolo youths, the best you could have ever asked from the governor is some 1,000 shillings, of which you fought like fox kwa town ya watu. For all those people who organize those Twitter spaces and saying, oh, we need integrity, we need openness, transparency, some of you were in that Twitter space, and here you are begging from Governor Guyo the money. So integrity yenu mutapeleka wapi? Where are you going to take your integrity and the sense of liberty? What are you going to tell us? Some of you muna behave as if Isiolo County ni yenu pekee as youths. Some of us, we fought. We fought. Since the time I was a student leader in campus, I've been speaking against the leadership. Na tunakuja hapa tunasema Isiolo has a future. There is no future we are having as Isiolo County. If that is the status of our youth, then there is no place we are going, honestly speaking. Tukae tukijua hivyo. This is the message to all Isiolo youth. I just came out of Bunge la Mwananchi here in Jacaranda, and I felt a very big pain, the way young people really are discussing issues affecting them on these grounds here. Lakini nyinyi juzi nasikia mulipelekwa Nanyuki, you are taken to Nanyuki, you are given some little money, yourselves. And here you are, the money is finished. You are purportedly saying you wrote a memorandum of understanding with the county government leadership of Governor Guyo. I want to advise you one thing, young people. Integrity is not for everyone. And if you think Governor Guyo is going to employ you, you must be a very big fool. This guy said he's going to build a rehabilitation center for Isiolo. Our youth are drug addicts. They are dying from ketamine. They are dying from miraa. Some of master's students are driving boda because they don't have jobs. So you think a whole governor calling you to Nanyuki to give you some 200,000 Kenya shillings will make your problems go away? You must be a very big joker. And this is very painful. This is the reason why watu wa Isiolo, some of us, we are afraid of that county. Some of us, we are listened more here in Nairobi than in our county. Because the problem with the voters in Isiolo, they can only listen to people who can give them handouts. They can never listen to some of us who are giving ideas here, who are giving things that matter to the people. They can never do that. They will always go for the people who lie to them, give them 1,000, give them 500 shillings, give them any amount of money that will make them shut up. I really wanted to comment about this, but I've just avoided myself. But today I could not. Because of what I've seen here in Bunge la Mwananchi, the way young people are agitated, the way they are speaking for the issues affecting them, and the Isiolo youths, the best you could have ever asked from the governor is some 1,000 shillings, of which you fought like fox kwa town ya watu. For all those people who organize those Twitter spaces and saying, oh, we need integrity, we need openness, transparency. Some of you were in that Twitter space and here you are begging from Governor Guyo the money. So integrity yenu mutapeleka wapi? Where are you going to take your integrity and the sense of liberty? What are you going to tell us? Some of you muna behave as if Isiolo County ni yenu pekee as youths. Some of us, we fought. We fought since the time I was a student leader in campus. I've been speaking against the leadership. Na tunakuja hapa tunasema Isiolo has a future. There is no future we are having as Isiolo County. If that is the status of our youth, then there is no place we are going, honestly speaking. Tukae tukijua hivyo.
Because I record my journey.
Eh?
I record my journey.
Do you have a permission to do what you are doing?
Oh, I need a permission?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. For example, you have taken my photo. Did
Yes.
I allow you to take my photo?
I mean, it's the public space, so I don't...
No, this is not a public space.
This is not public. It belongs to who?
Show me the photo.
Okay.
Taking the photo, you're supposed to be a journalist, right?
No, I'm not a journalist.
So, who permitted you to take a photo like that?
Because it's the public space. You know, like, if
You
someone...
want to distinguish a public space. As a human being, I have my rights,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Should I come with my camera and take your photo without your permission?
Many people do it. Many people do it.
Many people.
Oh, yes,
Are
many
they
people.
crazy?
No, because they see
Are
my
they
back.
crazy?
Because they see, no, they know. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. But they see my back, so they're like, oh, your back is interesting, so they take picture of me.
By the way, we are immigration officers.
Ah, okay.
Where is your passport?
Okay.
I am so conflicted. For the first time in a long time, I am proud to be Kenyan because I feel like we're this close to making an actual impact in this country. But this morning, I am ashamed. Jana nikiwaambia mtoke town, I didn't know they were going to follow people to their homes. And it was going to be raining bullets on innocent people in Githurai. And it was going to be an actual massacre because these are criminals. They cannot act on their own free will. They have been paid. And not even a word to console the people that died yesterday during the protests. Not even a word to console those families. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be propagandas. There's already propagandas. And this is going to be used so that they use excessive force on us. So it's not going to be easy. But I hope that you're going to have the courage to sail through and not be intimidated or compromised.
White people! Ha ha! Hey yo, Europeans. Y'all always crying when somebody come on here and start talking they mess. But you see right down in the UK, you see what's happening in the UK? Huh? All the Europeans got the streets blocked off and they watching all the cars drive by like, oh, they're white, they can go. They're white, they can go. We want our country back, right? You white people want to start that in UK? What if it start right here in America? What if all the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans get together and say, hey, we want our country back? Y'all want to start that? I tell you what, 24 hours, we give you guys 24 hours to calm down in UK, okay? 24 hours to calm down in UK, all right? Now, anybody in America that has family in UK, you better get on the phone and start calling them, tell them good old European country cavemen to calm down. Because we can do the same thing right here in America because we're itching to set trip, all right? Call your people.
As the racist unrest unfolds across the UK, against the backdrop of people shouting, "We want our country back," we ask, back from whom? Who's taken anything from you? Britain has gone around the world and robbed and stolen and pillaged from every nation under the sun. Black people have come here to work, to labour, to contribute. And no please, no thank you, just this race hate every so often. You blame black people for your own ills instead of blaming your government. The last 14 years of government have left you poor and ill-educated, and yet you blame poor black people who come over here vulnerable. As was said during the George Floyd uprising, you are lucky black people only want equality and not revenge, because then you'd have something to say.
Guys, I need you to learn from me and never fly EasyJet again. On Wednesday, the 19th of June, I flew from London Gatwick to Nice. My flight was at 6:30 a.m. I dropped off my bag that weighed 21.7 kg at the Speedy boarding. I dropped off my bag right here. Here is the tag from my bag that the machine printed that I attached to my bag. And now these airlines have these self drop-off, so it prints the tag and you tag your bag. I arrive in Nice at about 9 a.m. Everyone's bag comes off the belt but mine. So I go to them in Nice and I say, my bag hasn't arrived, and they say, oh, this happens very often with EasyJet, nothing to worry about, your bag will probably be on the next flight. There were like 3 subsequent flights on that day coming from London to Nice. My bag didn't arrive on any of those flights, nor could they find where my bag was. Bearing in mind, my bag has got prescribed medication in it, and this medication is essential for me. So I don't have any of my clothes, I don't have any of my luggage, I don't have my medication, I don't have anything. Like, I'm literally in Nice with a crossbody bag. That's all I bought to Nice. So as a result, I have to buy everything. Not a problem, fine. They finally locate my bag and they tell me my bag is in Tunisia. Please, for the love of God, explain to me how your bag is meant to go to Nice and it ends up in Tunisia. Now, I just want to understand how my bag ended up in NBE, which is the airport code for Tunisia, instead of NCE. Anyways, my bag didn't arrive. All that time that I was in Cannes, I've had to buy clothes, all of this stuff. Like, I haven't had I haven't had anything. I come back to the airport, they told me, oh, hurrah, we found your bag. We've sent it back to Gatwick. I say, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take an early flight back to Gatwick, London to get my bag. So once they tell me that the bag is in Gatwick, I say, do you know what? Don't even bother. I'm gonna book a flight right now to Gatwick, London to come and get my stuff. And I don't trust you to put my bag on another plane via EasyJet, because it's just not gonna come, because no one is telling me anything at this point. I have just gotten to London, guys, not too long ago. I've been in this airport for almost 2 hours now. My flight landed at 5:30. It's currently 7:22. Imagine EasyJet telling me there's nothing they can do, it's not their problem. It's not your problem that I put my bag on a belt and tagged it with your airline tag to Nice, and you sent my bag to Tunisia. You're telling me it's not your problem. I have sent countless emails. With EasyJet, you can't even speak to anyone over the phone. Everything is done online. If you ever decide to fly EasyJet, be prepared to tell them for them to lose your bags. After they've lost your bags, for them to not take ownership of your bags. After they've done that, for them to tell you that your bag is not in the location that they said it was, and there's nothing they can do about it. EasyJet is the worst airline I have ever encountered, and they should not continue to exist if this is the protocol that they operate on, because people's lives are at stake. My medication was in that bag, and they literally left my bag to go astray to Tunisia, then back to London, then back to Tunisia. Right now, as I'm speaking to you in Gatwick Airport, I do not have my bag, after an email was sent by EasyJet telling me that my bag is indeed in Gatwick Airport.
So check it out, right? I'm going to take you guys with me on a situation that I had with a tenant, that my tenant hasn't paid me rent in about 2 years. She hasn't paid me rent. So she stopped paying me rent before the pandemic. And then, like many people, she used the pandemic as an excuse to justify continuing not to pay me. Well, it's over today. Remember I told you guys time is up. Well, today's her last day in the apartment. But I'm going to do right by her. And I'm going to help her out. So I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to do. So come along with me, y'all.
Rain?
It's been pouring.
Well, you always stay nice.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's not the Converse, right?
Yeah, I love Converse. That's nice. Yeah, I just gotta get this right here. But my car is packed. My son said he gonna come help me. I gotta go get him.
So you want to go and we could put the stuff out and then come back and get this?
Yeah.
All right,
Because
so
this right here was it. This right here was it. And my food, like I said, I just gotta get it.
how you feeling? You all right?
I'm trying to hang in there, Robbie.
I tell you, I promise you, I'm gonna look
I know.
out.
Like I said, I'm so sorry for leaving the apartment
Nah,
mess. I just put some
there's-
holes in the walls and.
There's holes in the
Like
wall.
I said, take
So you want to go move the stuff, do what you have now, and come back? No, but you know I'm sweet, so I'm a melt in the rain. So my car's right there, so
Okay.
I'll follow you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Even though this tenant did me wrong, I'm not heartless. I'm not gonna just crap on her, you know? I'm gonna do the right thing. So right now I'm gonna help her to move her stuff into the storage. Then I'm gonna come back, move the rest with her. Then I'm gonna put her in a hotel for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna put her in a hotel for a couple of weeks. Give her some money so I make sure she has some food. So yeah. I'll buy a new pair, don't worry. It's a beautiful apartment. It really is a beautiful apartment, but a little bit of cleanup and stuff, and it'll be back to what it was. But I am gonna do the right thing by her and help her out. We're in the hotel spot I'm gonna put her into. So
It's $400.
okay, so give it to me for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, it's $800.
Okay. Is that good? Is that good, or do you want another week? Make it 3 weeks for me, please.
3 weeks?
Yeah, give me 3 weeks. That's
It was
fine.
debit, you don't need to sign.
Okay.
And
All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
So sign and baby just clap.
call you, yeah, when the room is ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be in my car. Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cash app you some money.
Okay.
So you'll have plenty of money. So I want you to go get something to eat. I want you to just chill. It's a nice place. You're gonna relax, chill. And what I want you to do is chill for the weekend. You have 3 weeks. If you need more, I'll help you out. You have 3 weeks to relax and do what you have to do. So this is what I want you to do this weekend. I don't want you to think about shit. I don't want you to worry about shit. Yo, don't cry. Yo, don't cry. I don't want you. Yo. Pick your head up. 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 You're a wonderful person. You're a wonderful one. Pick your head up. Act like you know. You're a wonderful.
Okay.
You're a wonderful woman. Shit happens. You understand what I'm saying? But what you're gonna do is that you're gonna make it out of this. So what I want you to do is keep your head up, and you're gonna be all right. I told you I'm gonna help you, but I want you to help yourself.
Okay.
You hear me? So stop crying. It's gonna work out better than you think it's gonna be. So stop crying, please. I told you you're not by yourself. right? Did I lie to you one time? I haven't lied to you one time, right? So stop crying. So I'm gonna send you $400. So you're gonna have plenty of money. I want you don't have to worry about a roof over your head because that's already paid for. You ain't gotta worry about no damn bills. You don't have to worry about shit. So what I want you to do today, I want you to relax. I want you to go get some food. I want you to fill your belly up, and I want you to go to sleep. Okay? Then go visit your family, your friends, whatever. Then don't visit them. Then fuck them. Then what you do, you get up Monday morning, and you start to just act proactive. Just proactive. Anywhere I can help you, I will. If we can figure out with the programs, I'll take you and I'll give you another apartment. You know how I am. We'll do that. But I need you to fight. And I'm going to fight for you. Okay? So I'm going to send you $400. You have plenty of money. So don't act like you don't. Go get some food. I want you to chill. Put the AC on. Chill the fuck out. Give me a hug. All right? I told you I'll do the right thing by you. But just fight for you. You have to fight for yourself. Please. I'm gonna help you, but you have to fight for yourself, all right? So let me say, I told you what I'm gonna do. Just keep in touch with me. You please go get something to eat, relax, and we'll talk, all right? All right. If you need me, just call me, okay? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I appreciate. Thank you. Okay. All right. Listen, man. If I wasn't trying to keep a strong face, I'd cry right now. There's a lot of people suffering through this whole situation, you know? And she did me dirty. She did me dirty badly. She did me dirty. She cost me tens of thousands of dollars. But sometimes it's not about the money. You know, I'm tearing up. Sometimes it's not about the money. And God has put me in a situation, in a position I never thought I'd be in, that I'm okay. I'm doing fine. But listen, I tell you, all you tenants out here, I need you guys to hear me and listen to me. This game that you guys are playing, time is running out, y'all. Time is running out. So get your asses up and figure something out. To all you landlords, man, time is running out for you guys too. Figure something out. For all you new investors, be very careful how you buying your properties out here. Be strategic on how you buying your properties out here, because if you overpaying and you don't know how to find these deals, a lot of you guys are about to feel the pain too. But I promised her I'm gonna help her. I did what I felt I had to do. And that's what it is, man. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think, man. At my best 197. Peace, y'all.
It's 1968. Kuna kijana mdogo sana. He's only 22 years old. He's a political activist. He's a poet, a Swahili poet. He's a writer. And he's also a civil servant. He's also a member of KPU, Kenya People's Union, which at the time was the political party that was opposing the ruling party, KANU. Huyu kijana amekuwa criticize Gavana Jomo Kenyatta sana for a number of reasons. And he's been writing a series of pamphlets. Na hizi pamphlets anashinda sign off as wasiotosheka, because at the time Jomo Kenyatta alikuwa anaita akina Odinga na wase wa KPU, basically the opposition, these disgruntled people who are never satisfied. Around November 1968, kijana wetu, this 22-year-old kid, he writes the 7th and the final pamphlet of this series. It's also the most radical pamphlet so far, and he titles it Kenya Twenda Wapi? Where are we heading as Kenya? Him and his comrades, they print 5,000 copies of this pamphlet using a cyclo-style machine that belonged to a madrasa called Madrasatul Fallah Pale Bondeni, with the permission of the head teacher, a man called Sheikh Mubarak, who was also a KPU sympathizer. They distribute the pamphlets in Mombasa and around Mombasa. Now, one of his friends who was helping him distribute the pamphlets, anampeana kwa polisi, he betrays him and he hands him over to the police. Ndo mjue kila movement lazima kuwe na majudas. On the 20th of December 1968, kijana wetu is arrested and he's detained pale Shimulatewa until March 1969 when his trial begins. Initially kijana, he's only sentenced to 18 months in prison. But in May of that year, the sentence is doubled to 3 years of solitary confinement because of an appeal made by the then Attorney General Charles Njonjo. Kijana wetu anaitwa Abdelatif Abdallah. He would go on to serve the full sentence, most of it pale Kamiti, and he would become Kenya's first post-independence political prisoner. Now, story yake ni refu sana na tunaweza shinda hapa tukiongelea. But for now, nataka tuangalie vitu mbili tatu within that pamphlet that landed him in prison. Hiyo pamphlet yenye inaitwa Kenya Tuenda Wapi. Because that question, Kenya Tuenda Wapi, it's as relevant today as it was in 1968 when Abdulatif Abdallah asked the question, where are we heading and what kind of country would we like Kenya to be? Cha kwanza, one must never give up in the face of oppression, no matter how much the suffering, no matter how formidable the enemy. Kuna msemo Abdulatif Abdallah anatumia, mwenye lake hawati. An owner does not give up his possession. Hii nchi ni yetu. We are the owners. So we should not give up. We should not let it go to greedy oppressors. The other thing is, if Kenyans are ever going to win the good fight, they need unity in action. Wote wasiotosheka, washikane mkono. No one should be left behind, and everybody should do what they can to reclaim back the country. The other thing, which for me is the most important thing in the pamphlet, is that lazima watu wakuwe na imani. You should have the belief, the conviction that what you're doing is the right thing, the just thing, the proper thing, and that you will win. Hakuna room ya kudoubt intentions zako. You don't have the luxury to doubt, should we do this, should we not do this? If you decide, move. Don't look back. Abdulatif Abdallah says that wakati wa viongozi majina, leaders only in name, is over. Na saini wakati wa viongozi vitendo, leaders indeed, leaders who act for the good of the country. Hii pamphlet iko na vitu mob sana, iko na vitu ya elections, iko na vitu ya the politics of the time, and it also calls for some radical measures and solutions. But generally, ukisoma hii pamphlet, you'll realize that we are still fighting the same fight that guys like Abdulatif Abdallah were fighting in the 60s. The same fight that the Mau Mau were fighting. Adui ni wale wale. It's just that their color has turned from white to black. Fikra zao ni zile zile. And quite recently, I think in 2012, Abdulatif Abdallah described the Kenyan political class as the following. Mungu wao ni mali. Na dini yao ni kudhulumu wenzao. It doesn't get more accurate than that. So if you can, tafuta hiyo pamphlet kwa mtandao. Inaitwa Kenya Tuenda Wapi. Read it, understand it, internalize it. I'm not saying we implement everything that's in it. Some things are a bit radical, some things are a bit extreme. But just read it and understand where we're coming from and where we should be heading.
Right. So these are expenditure estimates and these are revenue estimates. Right? Divided both in recurrent and development.
Okay.
Okay? Now, because nobody has ever seen this.
What do you mean nobody
What
has
do you
ever
mean
seen it?
Where have you seen this? Have you ever discussed revenue estimates?
Estimates of revenue, grants and loans of the government of Kenya for the year ending 30th June 2024.
Jimmy, you're asking us if we have come across something.
It has a big stamp of the National Assembly.
Yes.
Which means it's a document that's been presented and received by the National Assembly.
But nobody talks about it. You
What
talk
do you mean
about
nobody?
expenditure. Nobody ever talks about revenue estimates. That is the most interesting thing. And I'll tell you why.
Who's nobody? It's gone to Parliament.
Even yourselves don't. Even yourselves, you don't.
Well, yeah.
Everyone talks about expenditure, where money is going in the budget.
So when it goes to Parliament, where does it
And
go?
then, after that, you start coming about, oh, how are they going to collect the revenue? So we worry about our taxes. That is not even part of the budget. That
Actually, you're right, Jimmy. When we talk revenue, as we think carry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And that's the Finance Act.
It's very different from
the budget.
If anyone has not heard about your story, Beth, let me tell you. Beth is a young girl that was, I'm saying was because she passed away. She was 17 years old. It doesn't matter what Beth had left the house to do. But from the story that was told is that Beth aliitwa asalimiane, and then she was taken, she was put in a car, alienda, she was assaulted. And you know, and for the people, for those guys that did that to her, for them to rub the evidence, wakamfungilia kwa gari, and they dragged her through the rain. In the process of that dragging her, she lost her left ear. She left all this side ilikuwa imechomeka. There was no skin on all this side. There was no skin this side. Mbavu zilikuwa zinaonekana, mbavu zote side mbili. From what her mom narrated, she said alikuwa anakaa ni kama alikuwa amedungwa shimo. Ni kama alikuwa amedungwa on both the mbavus. Just so these people were dragging her to make sure that there was no evidence of this young girl. Fortunately or unfortunately, the girl survived. She was taken to hospital. But tena, unfortunately, at least she was able to tell that story. Unfortunately, she passed away. So if you have a daughter, any mom that has a daughter, you can imagine having this pain of a 17-year-old. What did a 17-year-old have that hawa wanaume wake no wangepata from anybody else? This girl was 17 years old. She was still a young girl. Msichana wa shule. At what point do these men go like, ni lini wananyamazanga wanakuwa zile za okay, I'm satisfied? Because tell me why you would decide that a 17-year-old girl is where you want to is where you want to reside. So unfortunately, that young girl lost her life. She passed away. I don't know whether it's fortunately or unfortunately, because let me just say she rested. Because the amount of burns that girl has, the amount of how inhuman can one person be for you to tie her down and for you to drag her without listening to her screams, to her yelling, to anything, and you drag her through the rain just so you can dump her huko mbele venye utaonekana. How inhumane can you be? Kwani hamna watoto? Please just pass these stories. And if you have a teenager, if you have a daughter, yani hata kumtuma just kwa shop, you have to have the worst anxiety. Send this video to your friends. Let everybody, mtu achunge tu mtoto wake, because it doesn't matter what she was doing. It doesn't matter what she was saying, but the amount, umewahi sikia wapi? Mtu anafungilia mtu kwa gari alafu anamvuruta. Ulisikia wapi? Alikuwa mnyama. So keep your girls safe, protect your girls, keep your girls safe to the extent of ata aende duka, you still have to like peep. Lazima mchungulia. Our girls are not safe because of this is why when women are asked, who can you choose, the bear or the man? We choose the bear, because at least you know what this bear is going to do. The man is a whole different scenario. If you have a friend, they have daughters, forward this, please share this as much as possible, because I couldn't keep quiet. It's too much.
So let me get this straight. So you have the so-called people, YT people in UK, telling the so-called people of color to get out. Well, let me give you an update, misnomer. For all you YT people out there, all you so-called British, Europeans, do you not understand that everywhere you go that you are an immigrant? Do you not understand when you read the book of Acts, they took out certain chapters, and in certain chapters after 71, when you go into the older Bibles, it tells you that Peter ended up sailing to America. From there, he went to the land of the Israelites, and the Israelites were our people. And those people who were called Israelites lived in a place called Britannia. Do you know where else he went? He went to a place of the Yehudim, which you would call the Jews. And you know what they were called? They were called the Druids. So what's going on right now is that you've been deceived. You're deceiving yourselves, thinking that you are the original people on any land, when all you are just immigrants. All you are just people who come in, take land, steal. Not only just steal it, you take out the indigenous people. But yet you say that they need to get out of your land. Man, you have no idea. That is not your land. You all came in. You were in the Caucasus Mountain. You were in you were giving what we would call, the Lord gave Esau the land of Mount Seir. So seeing that from Mount Seir, you ended up going into the land of Khazaria. And you mixed in with Japheth's children. That's where you get the 10 European nations from. Edom or Esau, and then you got Tyre. These are the people, the so-called people that you would call today the Romans. So saying that, all of y'all are immigrants. Nobody when you deal with France, Germany, Spain, Russia, all of the Americas, South America, Central America, North America, Mexico, when you go into when you go into Mexico, North America, listen, folks, all these people who have come in, and these people who don't have afros, all these people are immigrants in our land. So before you guys start telling people to leave your land, you have no idea. Do you know something? I'm gonna tell you something you don't know, that you're about to be evicted out of our land. The Lord is bringing it, and he's bringing it hard. So by you doing that, all you doing is lighting a fuse, and that fuse you were lighting is about to damn blow.
Tuombe. Baba wa mbinguni, ninakushukuru kwa ajili ya siku nzima ya leo. Umenilinda tangu asubuhi, mchana na hata kufika jioni ya leo. Nina kila sababu ya kukushukuru na kukuinua wewe Mungu.
Come forward. Kenya 4 golds, 2 silvers and 4 bronze. Makofi. Uganda 1 gold, 0 silvers, 1 bronze. Makofi. Tanzania 1 diamond platinums, 1 chui, and with the 31st years old and second in Africa. Madiro Tanzania.
Be very careful na hiyo method ya lose weight through rice water na lemon. Ina work na ina work. Kuna watu wame lose 7 kg na 4 days, kuna watu wame lose 15 kg na 1 week and a half, depends with your body, but it works. Belly fat nini zinatoka. But also kenye uambiwe ni inaweza kufanya kuwe underweight. Inaweza kuletea mashida za kuwa underweight. Juu sasa kuna nyona ikunywa vibaya, mtu anaona hii ndio method. Aya, wacha ni kunywa the whole month ama 2 months zikifuatana daily. Wewe. So hiyo kitu kunywa tu asubuhi on empty stomach na usiku before ulale for a week. Then take a break for a week, then do it again. Usifuatanishe hivyo every week. Unaweza kuwa underweight, unaweza kuwa na health issues. So the method to prepare it ni usiku weka kwa maji baridi, uache ikae the overnight mpaka asubuhi, then toa hiyo mchele iko ndani, mix it hiyo maji na lemon, half a lemon kwa glass, then kunywa and it will do the wonders. Although kuna watu wenye wanachukua tu sayo waache ilale usiku, wanaweka sayo wana mix lemon nini and it works, but I had the first method is the correct one.
Usikubali bibi yako ende Uarabuni, usikubali. Mimi nakuelezea jipicha langu la ukweli. Wewe kama wajikuta wewe utaki ndoa, basi utaki kuendelea na mke wako, mruhusu aende. Mimi nakuelezea true story. Mimi wife wangu ngoja muite Sandra kwa sababu usalama, lakini akiliona tu hiji sura yajua ndiye huyo. Wife wangu Sandra mimi yuanlilia kila siku kwa sababu anaona wenzake wanafanya maendeleo. Sijui tutajenga. Kwa hivyo uridhiki kwa na mimi? Mbona sindikuoa na ukanikubali mimi tola umena lakini twashiba na mtoto mmoja tualea, hakuna shida yoyote. Utakacho mimi najipiga na kupa. Kwani vipi hapa? Taka tujenge, taka sijui paka utoe na biashara tujenge. Nikaona ni sawa bana. Maana wife paka aenda paka mwisho ni mashow, mimi sipigi show wiki nzima na nyimwa show. Nikaona acha nimkubalie wife wangu, na sio mimi peke yake ambao nishakubalia wife zetu waende Uarabuni. Watu wengi tushakubali. Kwa sababu ukikataa utaonyeshwa madharau. Utapikiwa umena wengi lakini wengine hawajaiva, utashangaa vipi. Umena ati tomato ati mafuta uto yochomwa tu wapewa kwenye meza. Nikaona basi kero za nini? Kisa Uarabuni tu nenda. Jamanini. Hapo ndo kulianza kuingia balaa. Wazazi mimi nilimalizana nao, tena kwa niambia mahari laki sijui 4 za tukutuku, hiyo simbe tukutuku yuko tuanzia maisha. Nikajipiga mimi nikatoa shilingi 60,000. Ukipata video utaijua mama mkwe. Mimi nilitoa 60,000 kwako. Sasa wewe ndo kazania mkazania mtoto wako, achana naye yule mfukara eti kisa nkwenda Uarabuni. Hana mbele wala nyuma. Hayo matusi makubwa, usiniambie hana mbele hana nyuma. Ukiniambia hana mbele hana nyuma, huyo mtoto ambaye tunzana na mtoto wako antoka wapi? Mbele iko wapi, hapo nyuma iko wapi? Ama basi zile 60,000 zangu niregeshe. Na hii simu ambayo ninunulia alikuwa tuwasiliane naye shilingi 16,000, ukizitoa kwa hizo 60,000 za baki 44,000 niregeshe pesa zangu, mchukue mtoto wenu. Usiniletee kabisa. Wanafanya paka napoteza mada. Msikubali bibi zenu waende Uarabuni wanaume, mimi nawaambia. Kwa sababu mzazi wao especially wazazi wao ndo wataanza kujifanya eti sasa hivi wankumbuka yule ni mtoto wao wa kike. Mama, sauti wampigia simu. Mama, tujenge, mama, sijui tufanye nini? Ndugu yako, mdogo wako siwajua, mdogo wako. Mwisho naambua mimi mtoto wangu nimpeleke kwa kina bibi akaishi huko. Kwa sababu hapa namlisha umena. Sijamwambia mimi anitumie pesa uzitumwa kwao. Pia kofia anguka. Sijamwambia mimi anitumie pesa za kila siku. Mimi najiweza huko najipiga kibarua ninakoroga ninapata shilingi 600 na wewe namlisha mtoto wangu. Zile ilikuwa pesa ambazo kwa tumeelewana kimiradi. Akija tufanye biashara na nyingine kama kujenga nyumba kutokana na hiyo biashara mpoa. Sasa nigeuka sasa hivi mama mkwe naye pia yochangia kuachana. Nyinyi wa mama nyinyi acheni tamaa nyinyi. Acheni tamaa. Watu watafuta stara nyinyi mwanza kuleta tamaa. Sasa mimi simtaki 60,000 zangu mimi nazitaka. Ndio mimi nilikuwa na washauri nyinyi wanaume zangu. Haya madharau mtadharauliwa kila siku. Mimi nalinganishwa na Cristiano Ronaldo. Naomba angalia Cristiano Ronaldo ana pesa kwa sababu kucheza boli. Jamanini. Wewe ulinipata mimi na koroga simiti napiga zege. Mbona sasa unalinganisha Cristiano Ronaldo na yeye talenti yake ile ndio yapiga tu boli na walipwa milioni. Umi yapiga tu sijui kipindi cha kwanza first half second half 90 minutes walipo pesa nyingi. Mimi na siku nzima kwanza asubuhi mpaka jioni na koroga zege na nilipo shilingi 700. Wanalinganisha na Cristiano sasa kwa sababu mpanda ndege. Tafadhalini bibi zetu ambao msafiri, naongea pia kwa wengine pia ya wakuta mambo kama haya. Ni bibi zetu ambao msafiri, tuheshimuni, sisi ndio wanaume. Mambo kudai talaka kwenye simu hao, mtakuja mtajuta. Huyo kisha robara anakupostia mapicha hapo ingia filter hayo. Mimi sijui sijaweka filter, sijui hata filter ya shupa wapi mimi. Simu unilia wewe, mimi yangu ilikuwa kabambe neka. Kabambe hii hapa simu yangu kabambe. Hizo filter zao kijana wakufanya wakupenda sijui jita sijui toto sijui Sandra sijui toto nani hiyo. Wewe si mtoto, una mtoto wangu. Usilete kabisa mambo yako. Sijangalia tu. Lakini ni hao wanaume wenzangu msikubali bibi yako ende Warabuni. Changamoto nyingi lakini usikubali. Pinda hapo hapo naye. Kama mtaka kweli.
Dear white people, we can't keep pretending this fight isn't ours, that our comfort's not rooted in someone else's scars. Posting and tweeting, that's just the start, but it's hollow if it doesn't move the heart. If we don't use our privilege to stand, to act, to challenge the hate that's growing out back. Your enemy's not on a boat, but in the suits and ties, in the quiet deals where the real power lies. It's not the ones crossing desperate seas, it's the one in jets, sipping champagne with ease. They arrive with smiles and leave with the spoils, while we're left arguing on our blood-stained soils. It's time to face the truth we've avoided too long, that our silence is violence and it's plain wrong. Our comfort's complicity, woven tight in the seams of systems that shatter other people's dreams. We've stood back too long, watched the world burn, thinking it's not our house, that it's not our concern, but the flames are licking at your own front door, and denial won't save us anymore. This isn't a choice we can opt out of. It's a call to stand up, to push back with love. So dear white people, the time is now. To step out of the shadows, to take a vow, to stand for justice, for truth, for light, to be the allies who finally get it right.
Please don't scroll, just give me 10 seconds of your time. Hi, I'm a small business owner. I've been really struggling with visibility. My content is great and I show up daily, but still, there is no change. With your assistance, I will be able to get new eyes on my page and potential customers. All I need you to please do for me is drop a like and a comment on this video. By doing that, you'll be telling TikTok that my content is valuable and they should show it to more people. My products are amazing and I offer quality services. I would really appreciate if you can engage with my post so TikTok can take my page to my potential customers for you page. If you're coming across my page for the first time, I promise you patronizing my small business would not be a regret for you. Thank you so much for helping me blow up my
Hello. Dakora Mr. Koro. Wajiroge ta thuri aria twina maraya ngai.
What's up my guys, it's your boy here Augustine here, and today I have a very big prank. Tunde straight to the point. Mkoaje niko best. So leo niko na prank fulani. So kuna mali napeleka mama Ruiru. Kuna vitu naenda kuchukua hii masaa saa 9. So I have to drive her hadi hapo anachukua na mrudisha. So leo nataka kumprank kwa gari. Leo simpranki kwa nyumba. So hapa niko na chupa ya TE. Unaona chupa ya TE. For those walevi mnajua hii ni chupa ya nini? Mimi sijui ni gani. I don't know what's. Yeah, I don't drink, so I don't know. Yeah, so guys, niko na chupa hapa hivi ya chrome, okay? So nataka kumprank. So hapa tunaweka tissue and stuff. So for those who have cars can relate where we put things here. So nataka kuweka hii chupa hapa hivi. Then mama akiingia kwa gari nitakuwa like, "Mama, hebu nisaidie hiyo nini iko hapo, nisaidie hiyo tissue. Nipanguze kitu hapa hivi." Then suddenly apate chupa ya pombe, then to see her reaction. So you guys stay tuned, like, comment, share, be positive. Yeah, let's go. Let's know how it will go. Na risk na tense hadi. Okay, let's go. So guys, ndio anakuja. Namuona kwa side mirror. It's about to go down. Kwani ni nini mmeshinda huko ndani hivyo? Umeshinda huko ndani umeshakupigia. Boy for some boy said hiyo nini kwa hapo? Said hiyo tissue nipanguze hapa hivi. Tissue? Hiyo tissue hapa ndani kwa hii closet. Hii closet hapa hivi nitengeneze kiatu na niko na vumbi.
Kwani kuna tissue mmeweka hapa tena?
Kuna wanga na tissue hapo. I know. I'm highly. Said nipanguze.
Hii ni ya nini tena?
Nini hiyo? Ndio umetoa wapi?
Kwa nani alikuwa anaendesha gari jana?
Si ni mimi, lakini imetoka wapi?
Nyito gate na kundi ndikwe doli monie.
Mimi sijui.
Hii gari kwa nani alikuwa anaendesha jana?
Si mimi, lakini sasa sijui pali umetoa wapi? Madhu umeingia na kwani?
Hata sieti.
Twende.
Gari. Hiyo gari uende uoshe na urudisha sieti. Sieti.
Sawa hizo vitu alafu
chana nazo.
Kwani ilikuwa iko personal?